So two plane mirrors are kept at an angle of 30 degrees with each other. Light ray is incident on one of the mirrors parallel to another, which means here you can see that suppose this one is one of the mirrors and it is said that another mirror is kept at an angle 30 degree with it. So another mirror is kept at an angle 30 degree with it, and light ray is incident on one of the mirrors parallel to another. That means light ray is incident on one of the mirrors parallel to another, like this. Okay. So two plane mirrors are kept at an angle 30 degrees with each other. Light ray is incident on one of the mirrors parallel to another. After how many reflections the light ray will come out of the mirrors? That means it will have to suffer multiple reflections. Then after how many reflections do you expect this light ray to come out of this system? So that is something that we have to solve. Okay. So let us see. Here it is. We have two plane mirrors like this, and light ray is incident parallel to one of the mirrors. Light ray is incident on one of the mirrors parallel to another. So at this point of incidence, if we draw a normal to the surface, then you can see that here, since angle between these two mirrors is what? 30 degrees. Okay, this line is parallel to this line. That means this particular angle has to be what? 30 degree. So with the normal angle is total is 90 degrees. So the remaining angle here is 60 degree. So for this particular incident ray, you can clearly see that angle of incidence is 60 degrees. So angle of reflection has to be 60 degree also. So reflected ray will go somewhere like that. Okay, just for the sake of convenience, I would suggest that from this particular point, if you draw a normal to the other mirror, then that line will help to take certain decisions. Like that, if you draw a normal to this line here, then you can see that here is our normal line. Okay, so this angle is 30 degree, and here this particular angle has to be 60 degree, because we know that we have dropped a normal on this surface 60 degree. So this line is normal to this surface. That means this particular angle is 30 degree only. So the reflected ray of this particular ray is incident ray. So reflected ray will go at further 30 degree angle with this particular line, because angle of incidence is here is 60 degree. As you can see that this particular line is going like that, because it has to be at an angle 60 degree with the normal. So further 30 degree with this particular line. So now this is the point of incidence. So at this particular point, let us draw a normal on this surface. Then we can see that this line and this line, these two lines are parallel to one another. This angle is 30 degrees. So here this particular angle has to be 30 degree. Okay. So every time at the point of incidence, what we do, we draw a normal and then we draw a normal to other mirror. And that helps to take the decision whether the reflected light will go to the left of the normal or towards the right of the normal. Okay, here this angle is 30 degree, but angle of reflection is 60 degree. So it has to be greater than that. So incident light has to go this way. So at this point, in the same fashion, we'll draw a normal to the other mirror also, like that. So here this is normal to this mirror. This angle is 30 degrees. So what should be this angle? It should be 60 degree, of course. Since this is our normal to the surface at this point, so this angle is 60 degree. That means this particular angle is 30 degree. So what does that mean? It means that if this is our incident light at this point, then it has to be our reflected light. That means after this point, the reflected light is moving perpendicular to the mirror, this particular mirror. The light ray is incident on this mirror perpendicularly. So this particular light ray will get reflected back again along the same path and will come to this point again and will go like that and will come out of this system. So how many reflections are taking place? 1, 2, 3. So what should be the answer? 3. No, not that. Why? Because total number of reflections are more than 3, because here you can see the first reflection, here you can see the second reflection, here you can see the third reflection, and then light is reflected 4th times from this point again, and then here it is reflected for the 5th time, and then it goes out of the system along the same path which it was incident. Okay, so total number of reflections are 5, not 3, because 2 reflections are repeated at same points. So answer to this question is 5, that means B.